spend a mere $1 million for a bottle of tequila? Wait, stop. I know most of you are already thinking, that has got to be the most expensive tequila in the world. Well, sorry to shock you. That amount's not even close. Actually, $1 million was the price tag when the tequila first launched back in 2007. And when I say the tequila, I mean the most expensive tequila in the world. The tequila-making Diamante. The question is, why would anybody want to pay more than $1 million for a bottle of tequila? Well, you wouldn't ask this question if you knew how the Le.925 Diamante was created. So, here is a tour into the world of the most expensive tequila. First things first. I know the first question brewing in your mind since you clicked this video is, what's the price tag of the Le.925 Diamante? So let me satiate your curiosity. Currently, the tequila Le.925 Diamante is worth a whopping $3.5 million. But how did it go from $1 million to $3.5 million? Well, you see, it all started when Fernando Altamirano, the CEO of Tequila Le.925, decided to create masterpiece limited edition tequilas targeted at the luxury market. Fernando went on to establish the Le brand in 1997 with an initial offering of 1,500 bottles worth 1,500 pesos each. As you can imagine, people loved it, and from there, the brand began to produce more exclusive and expensive tequilas. But Fernando wasn't satisfied. He wanted to do something that would not just lift his brand to the very top, but also make people value tequila more. So he came up with the idea to create the most expensive tequila in the world. From making the actual tequila to creating the bottle where it would be stored, Fernando and his team worked hard for years to create a fine masterpiece. You see, for Fernando's, everything mattered, so it took 6 years to get the tequila ready, and the bottle where it could be stored was made with pure white gold, platinum, and yellow gold. The fusion of gold and platinum created an arresting masterpiece, and with all confidence, Fernando launched it in 2006, naming it the Le.925 Ultra Premium. Guess what? The launch was a success, and it entered the Guinness Book of World Records for the most expensive tequilas in the world, with a price tag of $225,000. Fun fact, only 33 bottles of the Le.925 Ultra Premium have been produced. Talk about exclusivity and luxury. Speaking of luxury, the following year in 2007, the Le.925 brand launched an upgraded version of its product, which was named the Le.925 Diamante with a price tag of $1 million. But you would be shocked to know that for the first time, and some reason, it didn't sell. Yeah, people were not willing to buy the tequila for that amount when they could get the same thing in the Ultra Premium, which cost $225,000. It was a big flop, all right, but guess what the company did next? They removed it from the market, reinvented it, and reintroduced it to the world in 2016. One would think that the price would have remained at $1 million, but this time around, Fernando's was so confident of what he and his team had created, so much so that the value of the .925 Diamante is $3.5 million. So here is the $3.5 million question. What makes the 925 Diamante so special that it's worth that amount? How is it different from the $225,000 925 Ultra Premium? Well, as I said at the beginning of this video, it's all about how it was made. And by that, I mean how the liquid and the bottle were designed. First, the liquid. The 925 Diamante tequila was made just like every other tequila in the market. For those of you who are not aware, the tequila liquor is made from the blue Weber agave, a spiky succulent that looks like an aloe vera plant, which is mostly found in Jalisco, Mexico. But what makes it important to tequila producers is the core bulb called pina, which the plant has. It is this peanut that is transformed through various processes into what's called tequila. The process takes a lot of time and labor, but it is strenuous. But for a sip of that juicy taste, it's worth it. So what does the process entail? First, the blue Weber agave was to be harvested using a special method of separating the levy from the bulb with the help of a knife called the koa. After this is done, the next step involves baking the piña to remove the sugar it contains, and it's usually done in an oven made of bricks or clay. Once that's done, the piña is shredded, and the juice within it, called mozoto, is extracted from the bulb. At this point, your tequila is ready to be savored. Sorry, that's wrong. I mean, if it were true, there would be tequila factories in every backyard. You see, extracting the juice from the agave bulb is just the third step in the process of making tequila. The next thing to be done after extracting the juice is to turn it into spirit. And to do that, all you have to do is ferment the juice by placing it in a wooden barrel or stainless steel tank filled with yeast for 3 to 12 days. This is to ensure that the juice is properly fermented. Now, once you are sure that it has fermented, don't just drink it because now it's spirit. There are 2 more steps to turning it into the perfect tequila drink. The first step is to distill the fermented juice in the distiller. This process is important because it not only purifies the liquid, but also gives it that high alcohol concentration. But get this, the fermented liquid has to be distilled not once, but twice to give it that clear silver liquid. Once that's been achieved, it's time for the final step, which is perhaps the most important because it will determine the taste you will get once you take a sip of the tequila. This step is aging the clear silver liquid, which simply means sealing the liquid in a container or barrel made from American or European white oaks for at least 2 to 3 weeks. As I said, aging determines the taste of the tequila, which means that the longer you leave it in the white oak barrel, the richer the taste and the more value it has. This process is what distinguishes the 925 Diamante from the rest of the tequilas. You see, the Diamante, which was concocted by the Hacienda La Capilla distillery in Jalisco, was aged in a special way. Specifically, the liquor was aged in a white French oak barrel for 7 years, which gave it the combination of rich vanilla, caramel, and toasted oak flavor, plus its 42% alcohol content. Absolutely divine. Now, with this kind of work going into the process of making the Diamante tequila, it's pretty much understandable why it's expensive. But the liquor explains only a part of the $3.5 million. The fact is, the real value is in the bottle. Just like the 925 Ultra Premium, the Ley brand decided to create a masterpiece for the Diamante, and they went all out. Jose Davalos Mejia, the famous designer, was called in for the job, and it took him and his team of 3 ceramists, 4 diamond mounters, and 10 jewelers 10 months to do the job. What they created was a one-of-a-kind masterpiece that had never been seen before. The stunning bottle, which weighed close to 18 pounds, is a dragon-themed design crafted with 4.4 pounds of platinum and studded with 4,100 white diamonds, all of which total a jaw-dropping 328 carats. As the owner of the tequila company, Eduardo Barba once said, "The 925 Diamante is a jewel that houses another jewel." Honestly, nobody needs to tell you that the Diamante, which means diamond, an apt name, is a work of art, and it more than deserves to be worth $3.5 million. Fun fact: after it was launched, the Diamante was taken on a world tour like a musician going on a tour and was displayed in various cities, including Paris and London. So, knowing everything you know now about the 925 Diamante tequila, can you still spend $3.5 million to own a bottle? Well, it doesn't matter if your answer is yes or no, because only 1 bottle of the Diamante has ever been produced. And guess what? It was already sold at auction. And I'm pretty sure whoever the owner is right now is savoring the drink 1 taste at a time.